Jaya Radha. Oh, 10 offenses.
Yes.
10 offenses in chanting the holy name.
Yeah, it's also there in this book, no?
Yeah.
In the song book.
In the songbook.
Yeah, it's there, right? Usually, sometimes I have seen 10 offenses. It's not that. Okay. We have to take the press out.
Ten offenses to be avoided in chanting the holy name.
10 offenses to be avoided in chanting the holy name.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Read. Jaya Radha Hari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Yashodanandana Braja Rajana.
Recording in progress.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Rajana.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Shaiva Narottamam
Devim Sarasatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayat
Tato Jadamudirayet
Nistaprayeshu Vabhadreshu
Nastraprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki.
We're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, this Canto 4, Chapter 31, text number 26. Shri Shuka Uvacha,
Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Canto 4,
Yeah, I went to Canto 5. Okay.
31,
Yeah.
26.
Go back again. I don't know how to operate it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Canto. Yeah.
Canto 4, Chapter 31, text 26.
Chapter 30. Okay. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Shri Sukha Uvacha.
Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Ya Esha Uttanapadho.
Ya Esha Uttanapado.
Ya Esha Uttanapadho.
Ya Esha Uttanapado.
Manavasyanu Varnita.
Manavasya Unarvanita.
Manavasyanu Varnita.
Manavasya Unarvanita.
Vamsa Priya Vratasyapi.
Vamsa Priya Vratasyapi.
Vamsha Priya Vratastasyapi.
Vamsa Priya Vratasyapi.
Niboda Nipasatanama.
Niboda Nipasatama.
Niboda Nipasatama.
Niboda Nipasatama.
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Ya Esha Uttanapadho.
Ya Esha Uttanapado.
Manavasyanu Varnita.
Manavasya Unarvanita.
Vamsa Priya Vratasyapi.
Vamsa Priya Vratasyapi.
Niboda Nipasatama.
Niboda Nipasatama.
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Ya Esha Uttanapadho.
Ya Esha Uttanapado.
Manavasyanu Varnita.
Manavasya Unarvita.
Vamsha Vamsha Priya Vratasyapi
Vamsa Priyavrtasyapi
Niboda Nripasatama
Niboda Nirpasattama
Shri Sukha Uvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
Ya Isha Uttana Pado
Ya Esha Uttanapado
Manavasyanu Varnitaha
Manuvasyanuvarnitaha
Vamsa Priya Vratasyapi
Vamsha Priya Vratasyapi
Niboda Nripana Sattama
Niboda Nirpasattama
Sri Sukha Uvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
Ya Isha Uttanadapo
Ya Esha Uttanapado
Manavasya Varnita
Manavasyanuvarnita
Vamsa Priyavrtasyapi
Vamsha Priya Vratasyapi
Niboda Nirpasattama
Niboda Nirpasattama Shri Shuka Uvacha
Shri Sukha Uvacha
Shri Sukadev Goswami said,
Shri Sukadeva Swami said
Ya,
Ya
which
which
Esha,
Isha
this dynasty,
this dynasty
Uttanapada
Uttanapada
of King Uttanapada,
of King Uttanapada
Manavasya,
Manavasya
the son of Swayambhuva Manu,
the son of Swayambhu Manu
Anuvarnita,
Anuvarnita
described
described
following in the footsteps of previous acharyas,
Following in the footsteps of previous acharyas
Vamsa,
Vamsa
dynasty,
Dynasty
Priyavratasya,
Priyavrtasya
of King Priyavrata,
of King Priyavrata
Api,
Api
also
also
Niboda,
Niboda
try to understand
Try to understand
Nipasatama,
Nipasattama
O best of kings.
O best of kings.
Translation, Sukadev Goswami continued, O best of kings, King Parikshit, I have now finished telling about the descendants of the first son of Swayambhuva Manu, Uttanapada. I shall now try to relate the activities of the descendants of Priyavrata, the second son of Swayambhuva Manu. Please hear them attentively. Purport. Dhruva Maharaj was the son of King Uttanapada, and as far as the descendants of Dhruva Maharaj or King Uttanapad are concerned, their activities have been described up to the point of the Prachetas. Now, Sri Sukadeva Goswami desired to describe the descendants of Maharaj Priyavrata, the second son of Swayambhuva Manu. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Panchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayevasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasavi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, Sukadeva Goswami had been telling about the first people, first living and the first inhabitants of the planet. He was telling about Swayambhuva Manu Swayambhuva Manu. There are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. One day of Brahma is very long time. One day of Brahma means 1,000, well, one day of Brahma is 1,000 ages taken together. One day of Brahma, and Brahma lives 100 years, and each year has 360 days and 100 years. So we're in the middle of Brahma's life just now in this universe. It's the middle of Brahma's life, but Brahma lives a very long time, and there are 14 Manus in the lifetime of Brahma. So Swayambhuva Manu is the first Manu in this lifetime of Brahma. So Swayambhuva Manu, he had 3 daughters and 2 sons. The 3 daughters, they were described. One of them was Devahuti. Devahuti, of course, was married to Kadama Muni, and they had Lord Kapila as their child. And then other sisters were there, Devahuti, Prachuti and Akuti. They were the 3 daughters of Swayambhuva Manu, and the 2 sons, well, he's been describing about one son, Uttanapada, and the other son is Priyavrat. Priyavrata is going to be described in the 5th canto. We're nearly finished. There's only 1-2 more verses to go, and we finish the 4th canto and go on to the 5th canto. And the 5th canto begins about the life of Priyavrata. But the 4th canto described about Uttanapada. Maharaj Uttanapada, he had 2 wives, Suniti and Saruchi, and from Suniti, she gave birth to Dhruva Maharaj. So Dhruva Maharaj was a great devotee. He was a great devotee. He was a young boy. When he was a very young boy, he got insulted, at least because he was born in the family of Uttanapada. Uttanapada is a Kshatriya, they're kings. So the kings are very rajasic, passionate people, you know. They like to fight and they like to drink and do things like that, you know. So Kshatriyas are like that. So the kings are like that. So this one king, Uttanapada, had 2 wives, and Dhruva Maharaj was born from the Suniti, but, I can't remember, Surichi, maybe Surichi. Anyway, Dhruva Maharaj wanted to get up on the lap of the father, but the other mother, the stepmother, was there, and stepmother was saying to him, said to Dhruva, "You cannot sit there. You are not born from my womb. You're not my child, so you cannot sit on your father's lap. If you want to sit up on your father's knee, you have to be born from mine." So Dhruva, the little boy, was very upset that his mother spoke like that. So he went to cry to his mother, and the mother said, "What can I do? I'm not the favorite wife." You know, when you have 2 wives, you know, one wife will be more pleasant, more pleasing than the other. There's that problem, you know, when people have more than one wife. So the mother said, "I can't do anything because your father, he likes his other wife." So then the boy said, "Well, then who can help me? Who can help me? I want to get a kingdom bigger than my father." And his mother said, "Well, you should pray to God. You have to go to God. Only God can help you." So he said, "Where can I find him?" So mother said, "Well, many people, they go to the forest to find him. The yogis, they live in the forest, so I think they must find him there in the forest." So he said, "Then I will also go to forest." So Dhruva Maharaj, although he was only a young boy, he went to the forest. And when he was going into the forest, he met Narada Muni. Narada Muni said to him, he said, oh, you're just a young boy, you should go home. Come back when you're a big man, when you're grown up. He said, you're too young, you're just a child. And Dhruva Maharaj said to him, are you going to help me or not? So Narada Muni saw Dhruva was very determined. So Dhruva Maharaj got instruction. Narada Muni told him, he said, you have to go into the forest and there's a lake there called the Bindu Sarovar. And you bathe there every day, 3 times a day. Take bath 3 times a day. The yogis will do that. And take bath 3 times a day. And then you have to practice austerity, do tapasya. And he gave him a mantra to chant. He gave him the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He told him, you chant this mantra and you do Ashtanga Yoga and stand on one leg and control your breath. And so Dhruva, he went to the forest, although he was only a young boy, and there was wild animals coming. A lion would come, look him in the face and roar. And Dhruva Maharaj would look at the lion and say, are you God? Because he's only a little boy. He doesn't know who is God. And when the lion came in front of him, he asked the lion, are you God? He was like that. Dhruva Maharaj was not afraid. And so anyway, he went into the forest and he did what Narada Muni told him. And he began to do austerity. First month, he would only eat whatever was on the tree. And then the second month, he would only eat whatever fell from the tree. Like leaves, he would eat the leaves, the dry leaves. And then the third month, he stopped eating leaves. He would only drink water once every 3 days. And then the fourth month, he wouldn't drink water. He stopped breathing. He was controlling his breathing. And he was breathing only once every 6 days, He was controlling his breath.
Every 6 days.
And he was doing so much austerity that even up in the heavenly planets, the demigods were all burning with heat. It created a heat in the universe. The whole universe became affected by the austerities of Dhruva Maharaj. So the demigods were all worried, what are we going to do? What's happening? We're all feeling so much heat. And then Lord Narayan came to them and said, yeah, this is the austerity of Dhruva Maharaj. He said, I will go there. So Lord Narayan came there on the back of Garuda and he went to see Dhruva Maharaj. And Dhruva Maharaj saw the Lord and he offered obeisances to the Lord. He could understand this is the Lord, he's coming on the back of Garuda. And the Lord asked Dhruva Maharaj what benediction he wants. And Dhruva Maharaj said, now that I've seen you, I don't want anything. He said, I came here looking to get a kingdom bigger than my father, but I see that is just like pieces of broken glass. But instead of finding a kingdom, I have found you. So he said, I found something more valuable than anything else, more valuable than the kingdom. And so the kingdom to me now is just like broken glass. It has no value. So Dhruva Maharaj in 6 months, he did tapasya for 6 months. And after 6 months he was able to see God.
Only 6 months.
Yeah, only 6 months. But he was doing very severe austerity. He did a lot of tapasya. So he went home, and his father had been very worried because his son had gone away. He didn't know what had happened to his son. But then Narada Muni came and told him that, no, your son is safe. There's nothing happened to him. He's become a great devotee. And so then Uttanapada gave up the throne, and he put Dhruva Maharaj on the throne. And Uttana father went into the forest to do tapasya, to do austerity. That's the Vedic culture, that in the older age we should take up spiritual life. It says actually you should go and live in the forest. Pancha Sorvam Vanam Brajat. From the age of 50, one should go into the forest and take up spiritual life. Material life is finished because half the life is over. So we should take up spiritual life. So in this age, of course, you cannot go to forest, but you can go to the ISKCON temple and stay in the ISKCON temple and do your austerities there in the temple, do service there. So Uttanapada recognized his son as a great devotee. He made Dhruva the king. So Dhruva Maharaj, very great devotee, came from Uttanapada. Uttanapada is the son of Swayambhuva Manu. And Manu is one of the sons of Brahma. When Lord Krishna was giving the knowledge in the Bhagavad Gita, and in the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it describes the history of the Bhagavad Gita. So Lord Krishna says, Imam Vivishvate Yogam
Proktavan aham avyayam Ishvaku Vivashvan
Manave
Praha
Manur
Ishvakavi Praha. Sorry, Bhimala, sorry.
Imam Vivishvate Yogam Proktavam Maham Avyayam Vivishwan Manave Prahur Manur Ikshvakave Bravit. Lord Krishna describes the history of the Bhagavad Gita, the first verse of the 4th chapter. He said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god, Vivishwan. And Vivishwan gave it to Manu. And Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. So this way the knowledge was delivered through the line of disciplic succession. Right? From Krishna to the sun god. And then the sun god gave it to his son Manu.
Manu gave
it to Ikshvaku. And in this way, the saintly kings, the Rajarshis, the saintly kings received the knowledge. Evam parampara praptam imam Rajarshayo vidu. Sakaliniham mahata yoga nashta parantapa. This knowledge was just delivered through the line of the disciplic succession, the parampara, the discipline. But in course of time, the knowledge was lost. So Lord Krishna had to come again to re-establish the knowledge. Because it was a very long time ago the knowledge was given to the sun god, Vivishwan. So Manu got the knowledge from the sun god. And Manu is the father of mankind. And there's a book called Manu Samhita. The Manu Samhita is the law book for mankind. But it's very difficult for people in Kali Yuga. We cannot follow the Manu Samhita. It's very many different things you have to do. People, ordinary people, common people cannot follow. We just let people chant the holy name, chant Hare Krishna mantra, that's better. than try to do all the rituals which are mentioned in Manu Samhita. Still, Manu is a very important person in the universe. He's in charge of all the Prajapatis. Prajapatis mean those who produce all the living entities. They're all coming originally from the Prajapatis. So Manu is very senior in the universe.
Now it's the 7th Manu, right?
Yeah, now it's the 7th Manu, 14th.
Vivashwa?
Vaivasvata.
Vaivashvata.
Vaivasvata Manu.
The sun god.
Yeah.
Vaivashvata. And the Manu Samhita is just like a law book.
Yes.
Law, like how we have law book for every country, like that, right?
Yeah. But still, it's difficult to get copies, to get these books, and to understand them more difficult.
Yes.
Even you get the book, to understand them, very difficult. So Prabhupada said for us, the Manu Samhita is not very important. We've got the main principles, the main points from the Manu Samhita are given in the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Anyway, Sukadeva Goswami has been telling all of this to Maharaj Parikshit. He wants him to know about the great souls, how they became perfect, and how they went back to Godhead. Just like Dhruva Maharaj went to the spiritual world. And he took his mother also with him.
Suniti.
Suniti. Yeah. She also went with him.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
he didn't forget his mother.
Suniti's life was not so good because she had Suruchi was the favorite of the king.
Yeah.
But Suniti, it was her last life. I was wondering, even though the life was not so good because of the son, she could be able to go back.
Yeah, because of the son. So one person in the family can deliver many generations.
Yes.
One person, just one. If there's one pure devotee in the family, it can deliver all the ancestors.
Deliver means they're going back to Godhead.
Well, I don't know. They can
Maybe they get a chance to
they'll
go
get
back.
a chance.
They should have a way to go back to Godhead.
But they don't go to hell.
Yeah, right.
Prahlad Maharaj was worried about his father. Prahlad, you know Prahlad? From the story of Nrsingadev. So Prahlad Maharaj, he was worried because his father had fought with Lord Nrsingadev. And he'd fought with him, he tried to kill him. So Prahlad was worried, maybe my father will go to hell. But Lord Nrsingadev said, no. He said, because you're a pure devotee, so not only your father, but all your forefathers are all delivered for 14 generations.
14 generations. 7 before and 7 after.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
7 before.
You said 14 generations.
Okay.
So that's the mercy. If you're a pure devotee, you can deliver your mother and your mother's mother and everyone.
But how Dhruva Maharaj was so determined. He was so determined.
Yes,
He didn't get any spiritual. He didn't get any spiritual training like Prahlad Maharaj, right?
Well, he did tapasya and he got the mercy of Narada Muni. He got Narada Muni's shiksha.
Right.
Right? He got instruction.
And he followed the instructions of Narada Muni, mantra and the Ashtanga Yoga process. He followed it.
Yeah.
And within 6 months, it's amazing
Yeah.
to see Lord Vishnu 6 months.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great soul.
Not
That's why
only-
they have, there's a planet in the sky, Dhruva Loka, where Dhruva Maharaj resides. The pole star.
Pole star.
Yeah. Dhruva Maharaj resides
Dhruva.
there.
Oh, okay.
The Dhruva star.
Until the end of the life of Brahma.
Okay.
This Brahma, now the Brahma is pure devotee, right, Guru Maharaj?
Oh yeah.
Now this Brahma. He is the Haridas Thakur.
Well, Haridas Thakur, yeah, they say Brahma Haridas, that Lord Brahma came as Haridas Thakur to take part in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Of course, while Brahma is away, somebody has to take his position. Somebody should be there.
Yeah.
Just like Yamaraj,
Yeah. He,
Vidura is Yamaraj. So when Vidura was there, somebody took Yamaraj's place. Of course, Yamaraj is quite busy. He has to punish all the sinful people. And maybe Brahma not so busy because he's done his work at the beginning of the universe. He's not so busy. So he could take time off. And the lifespan on this earth planet is very, although it may be 100 years, it's very small in terms of eternal time.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if Haridas Thakur went back to Godhead or he went back to become Brahma again.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, usually we say he went back to Godhead.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen it mentioned.
Yes. Yeah, he must have went back to Godhead. Again to take up the position of Brahma is really difficult.
Well, but take up the position of Brahma, you have to wait for the, wait for the end of Brahma's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. But,
Yeah.
but of course the time is all relative. Just like tiny insects, they may live only one night,
Yeah.
but for them it's a whole life.
Yes.
And the same way our 100 years, and we think a lifetime. But in terms of Brahma's time, it's a very short time. 100 years on this planet, very short time. There's the story, Lord Balaram, now what happened was, there was this one king, he wanted to get a husband for his daughter. And so he took his daughter with him and they went to see Lord Brahma. Somehow the king was very powerful, he could go to Lord Brahma's planet, way up in the top of the universe, Satyaloka. And he got there and he said, I want to see Lord Brahma. But they said, no, you have to wait because Lord Brahma's enjoying a music concert. There was some performance taking place and they were playing music. And so they said, just wait, after the concert you can speak to Brahma. And so they waited, and after the concert they told Lord Brahma, I want to get a husband for my daughter. And so the king said, I thought maybe, and the king mentioned names of different kings or princes. He thought, well, this boy and this one or this one, he mentioned some. And Brahma said, oh, they're already dead long ago. And the king said, how was it? He said, no, they were young men, I was just... But Lord Brahma said, no, you've been here in Brahma Loka and you've been sitting waiting and time has passed, and that time on Earth planet was many, many lives. So those kings all dead, many generations all dead. Oh, the king was shocked. He said, well, what to do? What about my daughter? So Lord Brahma said, you go back to Earth and Lord Balaram is here. He will make a good husband for your daughter. So the king went back with his daughter and presented his daughter to Lord Balaram. But because she was from the previous yuga, she was much taller. Because she was from the previous yuga. So the people in the previous yuga were much taller than people today. And so Lord Balaram took his plow and he made her smaller. So that she would be a good size to make a wife for him.
Yeah. Rohini or Renuka, what?
Huh?
Yes, in Krishna book we read this pastime.
You read it?
Yeah, we read it.
Huh. I don't think it's in Krishna book.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Of course, there's pastimes with a plow, but not where he got the wife.
This pastime, yes, okay.
The wife, it's there in the Bhagavatam, but not in
Krishna
Ten.
okay. Okay.
His wife's name is Revati.
Revati, right, Revati. Okay, any questions? They are not here now.
Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.